One very important skill you need to manage in every workplace, especially if you are a humanitarian worker, is communication. So today, allow me to challenge. Instead of assuming that you are a good communicator, be brave to ask yourself an honest question. What is possibly stopping me from communicating well? I have a checklist for you. If you have everything under control in this list, good for you. You are good to go. If not, be open to admit what is missing and get to work. So, first thing is stress or emotions. I know emotions are important, of course, but when you communicate, especially on one-to-one basis, it's best to keep emotions and stress under control. So make sure you are calm before you come into the scene and you start to communicate, give instructions. Instructions need to be clear, emotions free. So make sure you keep that under control. And that also is going to help you to focus. Focus is my next point. How do we know if we are focused? We know if we are focused if we are active listeners. When you communicate, you're going to allow people to ask questions and you need to listen to what they are saying. You need to listen between the lines. They need to listen to you and they need to be active listeners also, but you also need to be listening very careful between the lines. People, when they are asking you questions or they talk to you, there are meanings hidden between the lines, and you have to be very careful and very focused to listen. Otherwise, it's not going to work out in communication. What else? By paying attention to the nonverbal signals, body language, your body language. When you talk to people, looking at them straight in the eye, or are you looking around? You're looking down. When people come to me and they look down and they talk to me and said, "Look at me. What are you talking about? I cannot hear you." Speak loud, speak clear, look in the eye, don't look around, and make people feel confidence when you talk to them. Because as I said, it's not personal, but it's something that needs to be clear. The message needs to be clear, the instructions need to be clear, and clarifications need to be made later, maybe, but you need to be clear from the beginning and avoid interruption. So when I say avoid interruption, I'm not saying anything else but tell people, please don't interrupt me when I'm speaking, because when I finish speaking, you probably don't have any questions. You're going to be so good prepared, so much prepared before you come and start to communicate that when people finishing listening to you, they will not have any questions. And another big aspect of communication is be aware of their cultural, educational, even social differences as much as possible. Why? Because the level of understanding is definitely affected by these three. Their social background, their educational level, their culture are filters, and every time you say something, your words go through their filters and they understand things differently. You say one thing, they understand another. So the more you know about these three, their educational background, their culture, their social status, the better communicator you will become. And one last thing, try to stick to the point. Don't jump from one point to another. Be consistent, point one, point 2.3, and pass across your message, your instructions, whatever you need to communicate, but don't jump from one point to another and confuse people. You need to go there, and when you leave the place, it will be clarity. It will be peace. Everybody would know what they do. In humanitarian work, listen to me, clear communication can prevent chaos. And something else, don't forget to share this video and subscribe to this channel.